Can you imagine how annoyed the Ullyxr are with the rest of the galaxy right now? Can you imagine? With each passing resolution, the interstellar laws get more and more absurd. It may be time to nuke this entire galaxy from the outside. Again. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Toxoids in our Heralds of the Dark Nova series. So, yeah. We're working on upgrading our 2 fleets and terminal egress, but I'm going to pause for just a moment because I do also now have the ability to further modify the Ullyxr, which is crazy to me given that we have already modified them so much. But I can add some additional benefits which could be helpful. So we could give them intelligent, which would help with research, and that's the one I'm kind of leaning toward already, just looking at my options. There are a number of options which would give additional resource types. We currently have them producing additional gas, which is useful, but I think, yeah, we're going to go with intelligent. We're going to create that template. And remember that these projects are now cheaper as well. So let's take this template, apply it,
Situation log.
and it's only going to take 24 months. And that's going to put the fire rate upgrade we have going right now on hold, but that's okay. And we may be able to do some additional modification to the Nubeol as well. But we also have a slight energy situation. So on any planet that I have where there appears to be room for some additional energy production, I'm going to build either food or energy districts, agriculture or generator districts. Bail life seeding on Grimvoss complete. More wish to join our collective. So Grimvoss is now a very pretty ringed Gaia planet. We're slowly transforming all of our most important worlds into Gaia worlds. And it's great. Okay, I'm going to send the first fleet, not the second, to go get their upgrades. We are very close to having every station we can possibly build around the terminal egress citadel. So this is a really, really good defensive position to be in, and I would just love some techs that would give us some additional naval capacity. Or we could build some things. We could build some additional strongholds that would help us build up our naval capacity. Once we have over 400 or so, we should be able to justify an additional fleet. All right, so we've just finished our research on that colony development speed boost. I'm going to go ahead and look up how to exploit dark matter. We've been sitting on that for a while, and that's a potential source of additional income. Oh, wow. Lots of room needed here. So let's go ahead and build a hive district on Grimvoss. That's just because of the new pops that have landed there. I'm going to go ahead and build a hive district on Castor as well.
Rocket new tech.
Okay, antimatter missiles. So that probably is going to mean we have some additional upgrades for all of our fleets again. That's okay though, one of them's already being upgraded. City district housing +1, probably a good idea to go ahead and grab that, given the situation that we now have with our 2 hive mind empires, or hive mind species being part of the same empire. Alright, so these upgrades are slowly coming through. Hiding in vivid sight. Some of the operatives we control in the Belmacos and Star Imperium are beginning to draw unusual amounts of attention. They are regarded as somehow attractive. We have no reason to believe that their cover identities are in jeopardy, but their growing notoriety and influence put strain on the deniability of our spy network. This will not do. Arrange for adjustments. Let's continue to be stealthy, somewhat xenophobic. Especially after what happened to the Baal. We're seething with rage about that, right? Like, we're a crisis waiting to happen. Alright, the Kel Azan Republic has opened their borders to us. What? Excuse me? I'm tempted to just insult them. I'm tempted just to be like, no. I'm not interested in your open borders. Send your ships back. We will shoot them down if they approach. Oh, by the way, remember that break-off little kingdom that rebelled against you? They're my vassals now. Get wrecked. Okay.
Ships upgraded.
Wow, 70k now. Alright, so we're going to swap places with these fleets here. We're sitting at 3.1k alloys now, so I should have enough to finish this. Let's see how close we are. Defense platform, imbued purpose. Okay, it looks like we might need to wait for some of the upgrades to finish. I now can select my final tree here. That's an interesting point. So we could go for... Let me look at the finisher effects. Extra diplomatic weight. War doctrines. I think supremacy is probably going to be the way to go. Adaptability. Diplomacy. Yeah. Or domination. Empire size from pops. Yeah, that is a big help. But supremacy, I think, is going to be the way to go. Additional naval capacity right away. And lots of things to help us with supremacy. With being the best. And we need to be the best. So let's focus on that. We need to be the best. All right, so after this finishes building, we have a number of upgrades, and I'll be curious to see if it actually allows me to build any more. I have noticed a bit of wonkiness with, like, the game, you know, having all of the stations in place. You know, when it says that you can't build anymore, it's like, can you? Or is it because something is upgrading and the count is not quite being treated correctly? All right, city defense housing, or city district housing +1. All right, I think it would be time for the impulse thruster now. So we're just continuing to kind of go back and forth because we have a bunch of new technologies coming out that are useful for us. But that's okay. All right, those upgrades are already happening in the Flecked Stratum, and that's going to push them over 40k very quickly. Yep, 39.6, 39.8. 40.2, very nice. Yeah, see? Now we can build 2 more. That's so strange. All right, imbued purpose, reverse break, standing edge. Now we're done. And that is the most we're going to be able to have at this particular station, and that's fine. We're finally starting to sit on extra amounts of alloys, which is going to be necessary for us to build our 3rd fleet, which we're going to use to kick the faces in of the Great Tempest. Looking forward to that. I'm going to go ahead and get my shipyards upgraded, though, using these extra alloys. A couple of planets have some new spaces available, so I'm going to do an energy grid here. That's actually a little bit overdue. Mineral purification plant there. That is also overdue. Although, hold on. Can I build additional resource production here now? No, I can't. Okay. Mineral purification plant it is.
Rocket new tech.
Okay, we can now exploit dark matter. We're starting to see some endgame tech, which is nice. I'm going to go for the Guardian Point defense. Alright, so this station has been fully built. There is one additional building slot that I have there that I'm not going to use until I have the appropriate building. There's a building that actually gives us the ability to build more defense platforms, and that's what I want. So we're going to hold off.
Species modified.
Nice. So the Ullyxr have been modified. Our research rate just went up as a consequence. The new Baal also look like they have some additional things that they can do. So let's go ahead and create a template. I have no points left, unless I leave them with slow breeders. But I can't pick any additional traits if I do that. So I can at least get rid of slow breeders. So let's do that. We're going to apply this template to all the new Baal, and they'll be done in literally 6 months. All right, we need this number to be about 400. Because that's the capacity that we have to build a third fleet. Anything that I can build... Hang on. We're just getting our last hyper relays built here. I think I can safely buy those alloys. I can buy those too. Hang on. Alright, you come here and build a hyper relay to Termana. That way we have a hyper relay to that particular natural wormhole. We have not yet researched gateway travel. I don't know where that gateway goes. And I'm going to go ahead and build an additional starbase here. We need to wait a month so we have the alloys. I want to have that protected. We may yet find some additional technology that gives us room to do more of those. Especially Become the Crisis. That could give us everything we need. You never know. Any additional resources that we can mine? Nope. Okay. Okay, we're going to keep very close eye on our planets. I'm almost tempted to go up to speed 3 because of how smoothly this is going. So, I'm going to go ahead and attempt an attack on this next station over, and or this next system over, and hope that I don't regret it. Because I know that the Fallen Empire will help defend the station. So let's just poke our heads in and see what happens.
Stone strike.
Alright, we've completed the modifications to the new Baal.
Ships upgraded.
Alright, we're following them, so we're going to travel with them here. Let's go to speed 1. Alright, let's pause. There is just one fleet here. Perfect. Annihilate them. Due to their advances in technology, Kelazon and Lighten Kingdom is now a vassal under the Ullyxr Collective, so they are vassals again, as opposed to a protectorate. Oh, that went really well.
Construction complete.
They did do some damage to us. They did. But that went pretty well. Let's go ahead and return to Terminal Egress. And then maybe what we can do next is we can hit this system. Now the question is, I don't know if the Grey Tempest will replenish their presence in these various systems. I can't recall. It's been a while since I've fought them directly. Alright, let's go to speed 2. That went pretty well. I think having a third fleet will make it especially smooth. Starting to see the game slow down a little bit, as is to be expected from this stage of things. They've made considerable improvement in that regard. Which I'm very happy about. I think we all are. Could be better, but at the same time, could it be? Given the engine? Who knows? Alright, so we do need some additional alloys. How are we doing on planets? Is there anything yet that I can build? No, there is not. Okay, so my science ships. I have this science ship here. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I have 4 science ships, all of which are set to evade. I want to have them all come survey this system. It won't take them long to travel. I think I do have sensor range. I have sensor information on that system. Okay, so we're almost done replenishing this particular fleet. There, that's both fleets completely replenished. Obviously, the ships still have to make their way, but that's a step in the right direction. Let's see what else we can do here. All right, we are just down some alloys, which thankfully I now have lots of additional. There we go. just getting the last of our hyperlanes built now that we are so close to this. So... build one there. That one's been built. Very good. Build one there. And, I mean, that's more or less it, right? Like, I don't need hyperlanes in these auxiliary systems. Although there is one here that I kind of want to connect. So maybe we'll focus on that and let that be the end of it. Alright, science ships are arriving. Integrated Gardens has been passed. So let's see how that affected our standing. Of course. Alright, yeah. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of this episode, can you just imagine for a moment how annoyed the Ullyxr are with the rest of the galaxy. Governor gained trait. Governor Banshir Complinart has developed new skills. So that's, we don't really have any slaves, so that's not really a useful tech for us. Alright, ship fire rate plus 5%, very nice. Naval capacity plus 30. Is there any reason to do anything else? Not really. We're going to go for that. 35 months away. Oh, nice. It doesn't look like they're replenishing anything here, so these ships that are arriving to survey will hopefully be able to do so relatively quickly, and then I can lock down that system as well. I'm probably not going to do a full station there, not only because I don't have room for it, but also because the main station that I needed... Shit. Just when I was getting excited. Don't you hurt them. Ah! Alright, we lost a science ship. That's a first. I guess we've gotten pretty lucky with those particular upgrades, haven't we? Or with those particular exploration decisions, so that serves me right. I was tempting fate a little bit too much there, but I was really hoping to be able to get some exploration done while we're waiting to have this third fleet built. Serves me right, so let's go ahead and build the proton launchers. I wonder if they'll try to follow. It's possible.
Hostile fleet rumbled.
Yep, they will. I'm going to wait for the Fallen Empire to engage.
Military station lost.
Alright, the Fallen Empire is engaging. These fights are starting to go pretty smoothly, I have to say. Although the Fallen Empire's fleet that they have helping us out is getting weaker and weaker every time this happens. Okay, so now I think we have some additional upgrades that need to happen. Yeah, we have impulse thrusters available now, so that is almost... Ooh, low-gravity mega refiners on Starbase. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's on the orbital ring. Nice. Okay, so that is one thing that I need to research relatively soon, just because I'm starting to get curious about what the options for it are. I haven't built one yet in Stellaris at all, even in my offline play, since it was added to the game, so I'll be curious how that changes things. Alright, I'm going to send one fleet away to upgrade. Again, this is just for the engine upgrade. We're getting our reinforcements done. Alright, so they're going to travel to the hyper relay and then not have much else to do. Alright, that's done. Alright, so this tomb world, I mean, the habitability of these planets is starting to rise pretty rapidly. Which I'm happy to see. Alright, so I just am missing some alloys here. Yep, hyper relay. Get that done. 22 months until we have our naval cap upgrade. That might be enough to do it. We wouldn't be able to fully build the fleet to the same level as our first 2 fleets. But I think it could potentially work. Maybe. I'm just looking at the totals right now, and we'd be butting up right against naval cap. And I don't want to wreck our economy. Don't get me... we can't wreck our economy. I'd have to try really hard to do that. But, you know, I just don't want to... I don't want to be too overly optimistic here. All right. Let me go ahead and... I was going to do some... Yeah, we're going to do some fancy energy production stuff here. I don't know that I'm going to do all solar panels on both of them, but just to help with the energy situation, I would like to have some additional stations producing energy. So that's the plan. Let's upgrade you. Upgrade you. Build you. All right, so you need to come back, and then you need to go upgrade right now. So this fleet is at 42.7k, and they don't even have all of their ships back yet. One thing that's a little bit frustrating is that in order for me to have maximum size of all the fleets that I really want to have, like, because I only have one of each battleship type in the fleets right now, I would need to expand my naval capacity even more. I'll have to keep an eye on that. What can you offer us, Caravaneers? 3 menial drone pops? Or losing 3 menial drone pops gives us the waste reprocessing center. Not interested. Move along. Sorry. All right, we have access to proton launchers now. Let's go ahead and research the plasma accelerator. Or do we need... Yeah, let's do code breaking instead. We haven't done a ton of espionage this series. Okay, so both fleets are at full strength now, and we're just getting this one back into position. We did lose some stations here, which is frustrating. So let's see, River Spray, Extending Edge, Imbued Purpose. Okay, we don't quite have everything we need yet. Need to wait on some additional alloys. Okay, so we have another vote going. Military Readiness Act. Diplomatic weight from fleet power. Yes. Naval capacity plus 20%. Yes, let's do that. That will increase ship upkeep, but I am a fan of the Military Readiness Act, given my current situation and needs and my desire to conquer the galaxy. Let's do that. Let's be militarily ready. Yep, we're going to build an additional generator district there. We're going to do moat harvesting traps here. All right, and that's all of the resource production we can do on that planet now, but it's worth it. All right, so those upgrades are now done.
Ships upgraded.
So I would say the Grey Tempest, especially until we have that third fleet, they're still like significantly stronger than us. Like one-on-one. And some of the final fleets that we'll face when we clear this system... Who just insulted us? The Kelazon Republic. Okay. Yeah, we'll insult you right back. Keep on barking up that tree, man. They're pathetic compared to us in every way. I would be so happy to just annihilate you. Interestingly, oh look, the Kelazon Enlightened Kingdom has actually conquered their territory. And those are... They've conquered that territory for us, which is fantastic. That's almost more poetic. Like, they avenged the death of that scientist. But we have to avenge the Baal now. So they've done our dirty work for us. It's literally the rebels of the same race that upset us, which is just delightful. All right. Now, if we look for the terminal egress station, we do still have some additional building to do here, so... Alright, so we built the additional river's break.
Research complete.
Sometimes that comes in so freaking loud. It's a lot. Alright. I'm not going to get it exactly right. Okay, so we're getting close. We now have more naval capacity. I think when we finish the current decree, the current resolution, that will help a little bit more. Yeah, we don't have decrees yet. We could work our way in that direction, but I don't think we're going to take a very political route to this. We're just going to annihilate the galaxy by becoming the crisis. Let's see now. Claim influence cost minus 10% war exhaustion. I'm going to go ahead and just do something that will boost overall society research speed. And in this fortress world, needs some blockers cleared. So we'll do that. You just need these particular upgrades to go through. And it doesn't look like anything else planet-wise is available for us. So how close are we to this? We're about 3 years off. Relay links forged. The galaxy presents one less hurdle to us today as our cooperative effort with the Bellamicos and Star Imperium has reached a fruitful conclusion. The last link in our adjoining hyper relay networks has been brought online, inviting both partners into rapid transit across our shared border. What awaits us now is a journey into the unknown. For every aspect of this arrangement, positive or negative, applies equally to us and the Bellamicos and Star Imperium. We shall see how well our neighbors hold to this symbol of mutual trust. So, what now? Okay, so they've built some hyperlanes in their territory, which apparently travel all the way to their capital. But our borders are closed to them. They're a harmonious collective, which is good in some ways, because we're also a collective. But I don't know that I'm necessarily too inclined to, treat with them very much. But we have connected our capital to the other one via a hyper relay network. All right, so we have some additional battleships arriving. Both fleets are at full strength, so it's just a matter of waiting for that to build back up. And we're making substantial amounts of alloys every single month. So it really just comes down to waiting for the Military Readiness Act to pass. What we could start doing, though, honestly... Let's pause for a moment as we end this episode. And let me take another look at how we have our first few fleets set up. We have... Why are there so many sifted purpose corvettes in this fleet? Why? Why? There shouldn't... like 6 of these need to be destroyed. Destroy. That's 2. That's 3. Hold that thought. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. Okay. That's how many there should have been the whole freaking time. All right, and what about you? There should only be 14 Precious Edge class. Why is there a 5th? Stellaris, why you do this? All right, let's destroy you. Why you do this, Stellaris? I do not understand. All right, so 6 destroyers, 3 cruisers. Okay, now they're equivalent. All right, so we have 8 of each corvette. We have 14 frigates, 6 destroyers, 3 cruisers, and 1 of each battleship. I can start building it. Okay, so is it 3 of each? Oh wait, no. Yeah, 3 of each cruiser, and I've only got... Okay, interesting. That could be an opportunity to expand, because I don't have a lot in the way of cruisers. So one thing I may do as well is... This will push our capacity situation a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and say that I do want 5 of each cruiser type in each fleet. There we go. And now we're going to give the order, first of all, to build the new ships, the new cruisers for the existing fleets. Let's go ahead and buy. Okay, there's that. And with that being done, that was a slight delay on account of the shenaniganry from the fleet designer. But this fleet has gotten stronger again, the Hothrodden Archivist fleet that's helping us defend Terminal Egress, so that's good news. It looks like we mostly have all of the stations here that we need. I'm going to go ahead and just build another Rivers Break and Imbued Purpose and be done with it. And we are 10 months away from finishing Code Breaking, 33 months away from finishing Secrets of Life, and 1 month away from finishing Superfluid Materials research speed upgrades. And there's our research speed upgrade. So I'm going to put in for improved strike craft, and now naval capacity plus 20%. Yep. And a ship upkeep reduction. Yes, please. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 475 instantaneously. I love it. That seems like a much larger increase than 20%, but it increased, I think, the base stat underneath the penalties. The Arboretan Syndicate has vanquished an ancient threat in the distant Kergaros system. Nice. So that is great news for the coming episodes, because what we're going to be able to do now is more rapidly build that 3rd fleet, in addition to strengthening the 1st and 2nd fleet, and we'll be able to head into the territory of the Grey Tempest with a little bit more confidence, and we may still have to do some reconfiguring, but now that we have the hyperlane, or the hyper relay network built, it's just a matter of getting the ships back for upgrades, having those done, and then sending them back into the fight so that we can finally lock down this entire cluster. And then we will look at the Rubricator, we will look at some terraforming and some final projects, some I's to dot, some T's to cross, and then we'll destroy the galaxy. And it'll be great. It'll all be to avenge the Baal, who are still alive, in the form of the new Baal, but we won't mention that part. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.